Hello, everybody. Hi, this is Cliff Graves from Train Well Boxing. So let's get straight into this video tutorial, this video information, this video lecture. This is not for entertainment purposes. So, you're interested in self-defense, and so you should be, the way the world is going at the moment. What do we do? How do we get over this? How do we get through this? We've even had XSAS coming on giving their opinions, and very learned opinions, I might add. But you've opted to get involved in self-defense. Now let's just talk about this sensibly and in an adult fashion. What do you see as self-defense? I'm not trying to catch you out, but what do you see as self-defense? Do you see it being added to have a punch-up in a nightclub, outside a nightclub, round the back, in the pub car park? Save not in the pub. But is the self-defense you're wanting to learn or learning, is it just glorified punch-up paradise? Is it? I want you to be honest. Is it? From a physical perspective now, I personally feel that when we talk about the physical aspect, it's gone physical, then you've got to look at women's self-defense, which most of it is revolving around ambush. So they're having to deal with people laterally, having to deal with people behind, having to deal with surprise attacks. Ambush. Whereas the fellas, they seem to get into all this fish. You go bang, bang, bang. Now you hit me, bang, bang, bang. Now I hit you, bang, bang, bang. My nose has gone. Your eyes is split over the top. Bang, bang, bang. It's now beginning to hurt. His tooth has come out. Bang, he's clobbered you right on the jaw, thinking you broke your jaw. But you, in quotes, win. And everyone pats you on the back. Is that self-defense? Is that self-defense? What do you think? Be honest. Of course it's not. It's glorified thuggery. Punch up paradise, here we come. You throw a few punches at me and I throw a few punches back on you. Oh, I crack one and I lay you flat out. Oh, good, good, good. Oh, I'm a big boy. Oh. You know, with all the eyes going like that and that. The eyes go, you know. Most of it is that. Oh, you hit, oh, knee you in the groin. Oh, this, oh, no, So let's deal true self-defense. True self-defense has to be the art of not fucking well-being there. If you're inside your house having a cup of tea and they're trying to get into your house, what do you do? What do you do? What would you do? Bam, bam, bam. Please, I need you here now. Somebody try and get into my house. I need you here now. There's your self-defense. Oh, if they've got in the house, well, the whole situation's changed, doesn't it? Then, but bricks and mortar, sitting in with a nice cup of tea, watching your favourite programme has got to be the bestest form of self-defense. You said, but yeah, I want to go out. Well, we're not talking about being frightened of your own shadow. I'm just saying, what is the best form of self-defense? And the art of not be there is it. End of. End of. The next best form of self-defense is situational awareness. So you are out gadding about, but you're not doing this with the old eyes. Look at my eyes going like this, like some paranoid nutcase. But you're not gonna get yourself caught napping. So you've been to a club and you've had a few. Well, you've got to be thinking, how do I get home? Cab, isn't it? You order a cab. Your situational awareness, if you're waiting at a taxi rank, you're eyeing things up, so you don't just sucker punch round the back of the head or something by some drunkard nutcase that's decided to pick on you because they just want to have that punching somebody sensation. So situational awareness comes a close second, doesn't it? Which does include, if you have to, having it on your toes, running away. Who says you've got to be a dead coward? A dead hero, rather. Who told you that? How long is it when your so-called drinking mates are going to stop putting flowers on your grave? After 3 months? 6 months? After 3 weeks? Maybe never. So who has told you that you've got to be a dead hero? Who has told you that? Situational awareness, and if you have to, you run away, because that's the next category, running away. But that's not always possible. So you've gone out getting about. You've used situational awareness and just you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, and three near the wheels walk around a corner. You're standing there in the taxi rank queue. You've done nothing wrong. You've not looked at anyone. You're keeping your head down and all this game. They just want to start on you for some reason. Maybe it might be because you're on your own, but they just want to have that, that sort of they want to feel that. They want to hear that. They want to feel that sensation. They just want to punch you up. So, yeah, I mean, right. So your situational awareness has gone out the window, hasn't it? Could you run away? Maybe you can't run away for some reason. So now you've got to stay and fight, haven't you? And yet, in a situation like that, then boxing will always get you an advantage. Especially if you're a big bloke or whatever, and you can hit one and one goes flat out, the other one tries to come towards you. There's three of them. Now you're dealing with the second one. So when self-defense teaches you that, you hit the front man, the one that you think is the hardest, and have dealt with him, then you move around to create those two people that are posing a threat, that are coming at you sort of laterally. You move around, so now they're presented in single file. Understand what I mean? And then you deal with the next one, and then probably the third one run off. If you've seen two of his mates get laid out. But it is still insufficient situational awareness. You've gone wrong on your situational awareness. Because the taxi rank is the risk element. And part of situational awareness is taking out the risk element. This is why I say the physical part of it should be identical to women's self-defense. Because 100 times out of 100, on a very, very occasion, you might get that one funny business is where you just get started on for no reason. If it's gangland warfare, then it's normally between two gangs and one coming after the other, and you could get caught in a crossfire situation. But then again, you run and you hide. Stop it, George, walking about, get out. Annoying me. That's the dog walking around just annoying me. So yeah, situational awareness has to be something that is infallible. It will work. So remember that when you're looking for a self-defense class. The second thing you need to look at is how often are they training? Do you honestly think you are going to do anything when chaos kicks in? Your brain will be fried. You won't know which is left, won't know which is right. You won't know which is behind. You won't know which is forward, because it is chaos. And it is quick, explosive, and extremely violent. and your head's split open before you can even say what happened. It really is. I've seen it so many times. It really, really is. That quick, that fast, that explosive. You have to put in regular practice. You have to. And that involves multiple training, multiple times a week. Get real. Are you going to stop an attacker on 1 hour training per week? Do you really think you are? Because let me tell you, that will not happen. All that you're happening is you're making this self-defense coach. He's having a field day, or she's having a field day, because they've got a little bit of money now to go down a pub, haven't they? After the training, over the way to the pub. Of course they do. These amateurs, these fraudulent self-defense instructors, they are not motivated to training you more than once a week. They could find venues easily. What about the park, the local park? Yeah, why not? They are not motivated. They know they're not going to become a millionaire doing this type of stuff. Cut an hour, maybe an hour and a half training, and I can go over the Pig and Blanket. I don't know. Apologies if there's a pub called a Pig and Blanket. But you get what I mean. I can go over the local and have a few with my pisshead mates. Once a week is not enough. It is not enough. 3 times. Yeah. So, do we steer away from the self-defense so-called instructor who doesn't really have premises, or do we find somewhere where they've got full-time premises? Now there's an idea. You see, it's either that, or they offer this thing of, personal one-to-one private training. Wow. That's even worse, because they'll stagnate you. They'll stagnate you on one particular thing, and you ain't getting nowhere. You have got to find tuition that will train you more than once a week. More than once a week. And these also include the facility of private tuition, and you're getting somewhere. You're getting somewhere. Okay, but I've just had it up to here. I see them all over the internet. Charlatan after charlatan after charlatan after charlatan. Good one. Charlatan after charlatan after charlatan after charlatan. Excellent one. charlatan after charlatan after charlatan. This person is good. There are a minority, the decent self-defense instructors out there. You've been warned.